a charge your phone the only charge be a ye no what they ya ebe ye switches any adapters wo honom digit electricals ne krobata kese no ewo kejetie Dubai hwani mu so bi wo hona PZ anti attack for den na mu wanya epe bo shaba ne ma papa bi enframe 03220 30838 and 0536 095 966 3P garlic mixture we garlic adro garlic mu ahoden ene ya twetwe ene ede aguntuwam na we wan fancy jaso enti ahoden ni ginam se dudo no 3P garlic mixture ebiebie entinin mu ema moja edi emu afrisane wonya 3P garlic mixture bi enomu a efichi kuro mu house ebubu toto anase wayase kawdwe no ne nyina ase betu na afi kwaba ne se entinin mu asisi ema moja ni afrisane eti akofa stroke enyudwe ya de ene dia brawa 3P ene ediw akagina mu emema no moje di afrisane wo mu a eboa ema bema ejina so ntise waye kojo to ema ni twawo adapa eye 3P garlic mixture baby atadro bia no wonsa ebeka bi asthma te hwe ya de nyina etu ase wobetimi afre doctor ewo 0248 928824 ana 0201 000021 Faith Dachi Hima season 2 we de ampaya eja emofani guso a wo mo esi akan no 2% o contestant no wakam no de enkunima bote no ebefia dial star 920 star 55 hash na o de contestant code no atwa so ana download the vote easy app e wo play store ana se app store na wo mo enkonko to aba no Faith homeopathic clinic no nketo stroke ana sa wo ho nsem fibroid diabetes ana se mema ne ma empamu agudie ne nkoyie sexual weakness ni wani hawa eye Faith nro nketoa homeopathic clinic kwan en wo fa so ede asaw yade wo afidia kentina wan egu ho no a wo bedi kan ede adokru ni padua na yi yade na pie ansa na watwe moja ede amawaduro Faith ewa henema kokoben 18 mo friend 0246 728675 na osayade no ana se empaibo de so ewo ho no a prophetess Elizabeth Boatema wode empaibo title na bibia koso kama edi amamo Bosheba Electricals Express Group Tom Vita enafe Grace Phyto Clinic wo munyina nso etai Faith Dachi Hima season 2 no echi
yene ebesuma na nwumre ye Krobea Asante mene menuaba
Maame Frimpomaa Korankye MFK for short ensemo no enchiremu enie Ghana Court to Baton Supreme Court wanom akwa setena namso ama Speaker of Parliament Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagben ask Bagben ninsama wade tu dwa ewo mrahebedwa fie se mrahebedwafo ni bi wanom akwa kontakro namso ama wonkonwa no adam pan eti wamo enye mrahebedwafo ema manyokuo nipa bese na ibi no Supreme Court no akwa ho asetena na sa Supreme Court wa Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu otena ase ede ensem etu dwa no wakwa akoka achire mu sansam no a yewura Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagben oka no wonya abotre na Supreme Court fo emfa wo mu ruling na nase atemuo no emra esanse Ghana emra no enchire de Supreme Court anase de Alban Bagben de abamba be kamom wose Ghana mamra constitution no de abamba gwen oye no kame se wo yamane afanchen na emrahebedwafo a wonom enkonwa ye pesenke dampan Cynthia Morrison Agona West emrahebedwani Krobea Asante suhum emrahebedwani Andrew Amwakwesiama Fomena ena Peter Kwachiaka Amenfi Central Majority Leader Alexander Afenyomaken wano ena ye edom kese ne ba ne dani ebra Supreme Court di wonsem tu dwawie ye kim ena osi wo say ye mani age esanse NDC for say wamo ena ye majority enti akwakoye 24-hour majority.
Well, this is MPP. The founders of our tradition use the courts to do full right. And true to it, we are Democrats. We don't believe in violence. We don't believe in mischief and unnecessary political chaos. We came to court believing that the court will do right. And indeed, the court has just done that. If they know the law, they should now face us in the law. This is the majority leader speaking. The rights of those MPs have been reinforced as well as the rights of those constituents who elected them. I will leave the Ghanaian public to peruse the full ruling of the court, and then the discussions can continue. But let me thank my colleagues in leadership, especially the hard-working Majority Chief Whip, for all the support and his industry.
Honorable Alexander Afenyomakins owie no otan etoa so ede to dwa se NDC any speaker Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbe no e wo se wo mo de enidie ni bu a ese e ma Supreme Court atemu a wabu ede ama wonum no.
We said until the matter is determined, we are not going to go to Parliament, and that will abide by the ruling of the court. Today, the court has determined the matter and has ordered the parties to file the necessary processes for the final determination of the matter. That is it. So we expect our colleagues and all those involved in this matter to respect the law, including the Right Honorable Speaker. We don't have any personal qualms with anybody. Ours is the law. But then let me quickly repeat this. To party members, to MPP full soldiers, to MPP parliamentary candidates, to MPP executives, let's go all out to work hard. President Akufo-Addo has done a yeoman's job. Of course, we don't have a perfect government, but we have elections to win. If we go all out and win massively, this NDC behavior will be a thing of the past. If you look at Central Region, for instance, where the president won 19 seats and parliamentary seats we won only 10. This is not a time to say you don't like a friend, somebody is upsetting you and you vote skirt and blouse. We don't need skirt and blouse. We need Baumia with all the parliamentary candidates across the 275 constituencies. So please work hard, let's finish out and let's win and put these NDC guys to shame.
Pania wotini nkan eye Alexander Afenyomakins so no ena ye edom kese no ba no dani na sansem nyina no wode tudwa ebra Supreme Court no ekokobua ye se emrahebedwafo nan no ye ntimi enkase wo mu nkonwa no adampan na ne krokremu ena mrahebedwani a wo adanse asokwa KT Hammond wo kire mu se MPP amanyokuru no eba ne mra wo munimo mra omotemra se wo mo wimra edimra eti obie ne won mo betimi de emra arewo mu
whatever. But when there is an issue about the executive, it ends up here. When there is an issue with the legislature, it ends up here. This is it. This is why I told you yesterday, Mr. Justice Kolongi, the rules of the ambassadors. Ambassadors are here. There we go.
Peace and harmony.
Sir. Penny outini kai eyo onwanyafo KT Hammond wano ene emrahebedwani a wogina ema adihye wo adanse asokwa
na yefi adi chemu wo Agora West ene ne patemu Maame Cynthia Morrison onu mom ene onu so ka ho ne akọ kwantenkura no ho se keja wo bekọ kwantenkura ne wafiri MPP abayuku no emu ti onu so da konwa ne kura no na nka eda mpan sa wo ka samrahebedwafo nan no a eso makonwa enampan no ene sisi Supreme Court wa da bi namra kwa so no 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 de ane kura de okopie mu e wo Agora West wono mu a omafo mo bufu no enye ne so obekọ kwantenkura okọ primary si wa wi a omso akobia wei obi mra medibia eno so aya asemfofo a eje so omso omotiase a enye ye de biara da se Maame no e de MPP amayiku edin ebe campaign na se wobeka se MPP amayiku no ayewe nti omafo nhwe ho enye campaign ma no e wa bra wo so wa fira MPP amayiku nim na wo kọ kwantenkura ene efire ku bi Agora West Coalition of Volunteers Groups na se do mani esi abre no omo na eye didi eye oye kire no David Asante.
Ono so ye djuma and is for ayo mujuma. E dey na babie wa ye te say ye Maame afa pen and paper actual letter e dey afa clerk so I'm a Speaker of Parliament at say Andra Speaker of Parliament, declare Aguna West MP seat as an empty seat. That is not for the purpose why the people's sovereignty should be sustained for an individual conflict of what interest. Yehu ni sisi ane yese ankwa say no person odidi. Nipa apema pem 80,000 ye to aba wa Aguna West. Sa ni pay na Maame Anjeni ho. Ono go say ane na busa fonti Maame adan neti ama Aguna man. You see the catcher and say, Uncle Shane and Kodu. Nambom, young Passay, better say, or no, and now, why you said crying, or no, and we see Aguna schools in Yara, or no, and I in Yakom, I asked what or no, musical air, or no, and I said, what to become assorted, or the musical air, Sa and Jumaya, or Namwa, or one of Sambanina, and another dark cook for and then about Al Haji, Hamadu Baumia, almost and no, I'm fine to go to Komusa, our taxes are at work because of His Excellency the President and the Vice President. As a member of Parliament, she has no locus. She's even not a member of Parliament. She is now the former member of Parliament. And as such, we shall treat her as a Yeseno Yempese.
David Asando, and I'm watching Renkano. A quote from our Groundress Coalition of Volunteer Groups. No. Na ni nyina mu ekoma no so bi e kasa no say what maame we pa eni oni o mamma no ayi pa warning so anhweye no kogina ba bi kasa MPP ade we ya wo maye wo mu ana ye nti wo hwe wo fa to abama no squantin kura enye yi da biara da
mom no ya ba chene so politics no bibia tum ye dai e wo fi yes enti so ase onye abraman MPD a o mama o hu se onu ara kasa we ni wa fi se Onya Brahman MP. Onya Brahman MP. No the baby or the MP. That's a young was to come and say, oh, Kim, no one said, or MP, no contest. Yan will become
Nanda, the letter was on to me aside, a Jumani Biomedia. Yande. Mbamba yehu se na aguna man yehu se maami we di ehwan mo papa e san se ayemfu na wa adwembo na obegina so anasa obetena so ayemfu oto abama anyenye biala me pese me bisa ne se abra okocho letter na ode akono oni ayemfu no dwe ho oni nana yakwa ekukọ dwe ho ye papa wa bua aguna youth ankasa ende dadue ya ye ende da yawde Ocha machines 50. Why you be in the day Ocha machines 50. Na ya insisting na MP otu Iti ya maame no ya papa Christopher Atawabe boaye. Ono na ya to abama no. Ya maame sinte ya to abama no ware nti onko da. Wenyi onko tenase. Na ya papa Christopher Ata ombeto aso ya da mo ase.
Internet say eno no MPP for no a wo mo ewo Aguna West no eno mo nso ani abere sa no
ento aso Yetua KaseƐ bono enso New Patriotic Party NPP chiniye MPP waso na manyokuo no wo mo de nkrata apie monten so na nkrata every headquarters MPP waso na manyokuo nkrata wode baaye no asempo edaso eye boycott of parliamentary business by the majority caucus na chese Edom KaseƐ ewo Ghana emrahye bedwafie no wonom ebo wontiri po senka emrahye bedwafie ekwa asetena wo besore apie anase wo nkọ kra esan eniema bia ekoso a wo mani enye ho na empanifo a eda New Patriotic Party MPP amanyoko no ano wonom ebo amane se majority caucus anase Edom KaseÄ no empanifo ensem ode ba abonten no wonom ede wo ho abo wo mo a wonom ye adwen papa esan se right honorable Alban Sumana Kensot Bagben ya woye emrahye mu chiame ne nsem anko pese odidi Ghana fo ya nya emrahye ne nkwa na nsunsuanso bone ne beba wo mu so no na ese efata se Edom KaseÄ no betwe wo ho ade afiri emrahye eniema bia wo mo eyo eho na party ne mpanimfo so wo mota wo machi mpampe se sekune bodies na emrahye no a wo mo ewo Ghana emrahye ye MPP fo na wo masan ye gina ewo mpeso ahodo so se wo mo emrahye akonnwa no wo mo nyina saa ginasie ya wo masie yi so na won kɔ mountain so kɔ empeso ahodo ni nyina so enkonkɔ bonto anya campaign ahodo sɛ de be ye beboa ama afimpi mienu ne adonu nan abato no wo mo atimi asan atena akonnwa ne so na wɔde to wo manim sɛ ade bia wo mo do wo no bɛka anase ginasie bia wo besie no amanyokuo no kakraka ni nyina etai wo machi Justin Frimpomaa Korankye o general secretary nensa ene hye enkaiboi ase
jo na busa eto so ye ko enani mu na chese da so abata abato enkumudi no ho na wo hye America man sanso so na English na Netherlands a won ma na musifo ya wotu aba bepie o mamu o ye adwuma sa ambassadors no omodo ma no atumbi se ba no asodwe ebua ya ye ntiase a wo se ode won sa hye ase peace pact no wo se mamu panifo ya wo mu gina na wo mapre mampani dibre no obiade ne nsa ehya ase na boa ema obi ahunu se asomdwe na ye hwehwe ewo mayi mu na bra wo mkɔhyiaye ewo Kodeo election day observation and post election program na tese Kodeo for de edu abato so se ya no omi omutri wo mu yinkura bata wodo a nukure ni eba abato de a wo hwɛ na wo bodawuro fa asomdwe ni ade no ho no ena his excellency Jeron Verheul ya wono ofri Netherlands a wono ye na musini bepiem Ghana ha etese amayuko mpadifo no hwɛ sabe obi ka se de aduane ewura no pipiripie mu a na wonye wabro esanse nukure ni manso enye tokwa enye kaba minka bi ene ahwenti Ghana mpanimfo no amu pedi bire no onti ase na wontu saa na mo no.
And one of those things is the peace pact, which unfortunately this time round has not been signed by all parties, and I want to repeat your call to all parties to sign that peace pact rather today than tomorrow. And the second is the recourse to procedures that are provided for under Canadian law in case there are disputes, because disputes need to be settled in a peaceful manner and in an orderly manner, and there are procedures for that within the Ghana laws and constitution. And we would call on all parties to take recourse to those procedures and not to let the street rule. So with these 2 points reiterated, let me once again underscore the importance of the role of Krobea. There has always been a mix of international observation and domestic observation, but what you see, the trend right now is that domestic observation is getting more and more important, and international observation is taking a step back. I think that is a testimony to the quality of the election process in Ghana, and increases the confidence of the international community in the process, the electoral process in Ghana.
No. His Excellency Jeron Verheul ena Martin Wenkan wonumum ena Netherlands ambassador ya wo mayimu afi UK High Commissioner no ono susu de no etumu bi His Excellency Harriet Thompson en wo bo abato panifo abaso pa na wo he Ghana ha pempi ya ba ya na yeto no emu da wo fa wo hyeda nte twika bia saa na nka Ghana fo besere se abakosem nsansini husu bie mafi na emua me asumdua ye wo no intumi entra ho.
For the credibility of the wider electoral process, so I highly commend all of you who are here, who are about to start this training of so many observers. It's really important work that you're doing, and we applaud you. December the 7th is an opportunity for Ghanaians to celebrate the hard-won freedoms. And that celebration, that commitment needs to be renewed each generation through each election. And as individuals, those representatives, those members of KaseÄ have a fantastic opportunity to do their bit, working together to help safeguard Ghana's democracy, not through intervening at polling stations, but by diligently noting and reporting what happens, hopefully all of it good. Where there are concerns, where any individual or organisation has concerns, there are clearly established constitutional routes for addressing those concerns. And as my colleagues have done, I fully support their calls for every party, every actor with a role to play in this organisation to follow those constitutional routes.
Harriet Thompson and Martin Wenkano wono na ye bansia na mu efiri English ma o memu
Yetuwa sona yadasua ejina abato ensemu. Coalition of Domestic Election Observers yechaso eka nukudewo. Eyekua ensha bayansiye na afibia abato baswa. Wano eba modinse wadu wenibedi niyemechi ashemu hai. Na bibia etimi akwa akoto din ewa abato nimu. Na enei ena wanom kwa pao jumedie entoma. Watu dinse Election Day Observation and Post-Election Activities Ghana yade ko abato ho na ninyina eye enhyehyeye a wonom eye bra ye boaboa ye ho akwa abato so ye to aba ene abato ninyina echi se beboa ama pepere ye aye adwuma na asundwe timi aba omayimu Mrs Elizabeth Villas wo ye ko chair edema kodewo wo kyerɛkyerɛ mu se afi apem ahenkro aduokro emienu 1992 ena kodewo wo hya se wo hwɛ abato mu ewo abibiman mu na abato bese nwotwe ena wo matimi wani edi echire ni nyina akototen a boni bia ansi echire nti wo mohwe se Ghana die nsuso no bibia betimi akoyie.
Consistent with this mission and practice, Odeo has embarked on a comprehensive observation strategy aimed at fostering credible, free, fair, transparent and peaceful electoral outcomes. Our interventions cover the entire electoral cycle, that is activities targeting electoral reforms, the pre-election, election day activities, and post-election phases of the 2024 election. Since 1992, Odeo has held 8 successive elections, which have been largely peaceful and credible, a feast still uncommon in many countries in the West African region. Ghana's highly competitive multi-party elections have produced 3 electoral turnovers. Over the period, incremental electoral reforms, especially after the 2012 election, have ensured improvements in the overall administration of the electoral process, and that is particularly during the voting process on polling day for both the 2016 and 2020 elections. However, challenges still remain and threaten credible and peaceful elections in 2024. In the 2016 and 2020 elections, the hard work of EC was undone by some challenges, including the chaotic results collation, transmission and announcement process at constituency centers. In some of these cases,
Eni auti yei eye koche wano eni titineni bako ya woko deo Mrs. Elizabeth Villas.
Afei ya tuwaso se fufuro mu no sechere kwaman e wo sechere central mansinim na yedi ani kire Asante mantemu na koku akuefo ho no mate asemde ni nyina da ene ne se empanimfo no atu anamo bi akwache wonom ne yema kakra fa no koku ntima no ntro me kire sidles na afei fertilizer oya asase yi imu chemicals ya display ne eboa ema koku asusei doso na panipa ya wono ne da goal ano me kire goal Ghana oil adwuma no ano eno honorable Kwame Osei Prempe ena afa sumrahye bedwani nkure so afa be de kire ehwe apomni so mayimu opani ana Maame Alidia agiwa ntim omodane ne yema no ede ama ena omo kire se nkure ni enima ni na no so be se 71600 Ghana cedis tikoku akuafo no omonye no omo mfa mo koku adwuma wo mo ye ni nyina na akua adwuma no ho abra na emua emu adwuma no entumi enkosan sese no koku wo bia na abua wankasa wasetena paase kuku kwani
abato de obia ekokyere na adwen yani mpanimfo senior wo furuduapa na ye piano every say de wo boa wo no e wo so ye de ban eboa no enti me de beto me manfo ana menuanom koku akuafo na anemo every say sabio mpanimfo si yedi adibio na ma wo hoho wo sereye enti we abanese ye boa abai no agidi ye se ye bese nya enema foforo asan aba ya shemu ebeboa ye adwumadi
abaya wo ba sa koko breya oda so tisui de midi ka kan se yento asokra ntoma ne bebre esanse me amigina hwe wo ma bebre me na nam bebre ensusu esanse bitimi ye koko no na nro ne ntwamu ahodo a ode boa ye nti ene fertilizer ode boa ye nti metima hwe na sefo nyina school bidaso a me to aso ntimi bompa se on samwa no won to aso na won mo kokofo no na yanku ye nim na da kyen so obi nso kasa se then when you're free, I buy more, Miss Mutimakandi. Ejewa, Metoswanka, sorry. Why, ya dear papa, what person a man who's idea with ye? Yamin Shroud, baby, always can free, dear. Yami won't shroud one more, home, baby. Nedge Medianus, Empina or Preno. Me or Barbara, may ye compare baby the mouse, obey ya. Obesa twas on was our boy if you didn't.
To see, I'm no Kase, or say, Cocoa officer or what if you ask. Also, on day fertilizer. As our brain made a good cocoa. As he said, a baya, a we are breno, who are between me at Faso Asso.
It's go for no midi kind Ekasaye. Nanina Muno, MPP communication officer. Ya war shoot up my mind before so about Robert a weapon ebe anoche. And what would Janemu, Edan and Yaman Yamaku phone was a what? When some be Yajmapa, offerta, the offerta. And that's just yeah.
And then many a dash on come and Yajipa ye. Say, and then many Kukuakia for Etimia Babishi. Mijina Hama, your former member of parliament, Honorable KaseÄ Prempe. And a current MP, our Tia Community. Do one after or buy a Jiwa, or Monsieur Obana. And now we had the Fifia, Infidia, Diama, Kukuakia for ya. Maniaji, Fisen Chebiana Kiafonum, MP Asoti say, Omuhiam Fidia, Omudibu, Omumfoso. Ampania Pan, MP Amana and Nahinibia, or no Nabo Seprempe, and to Fidia, a home cano, a borough, Titiscano, 700 million. It is a Adife or Moye, Nesse. Kuafona nhwesu ya ma ade na ntimi ama kokono anti so amman faso a ebe me yayi pa fi se mode bae na na etu anamo a omo ababa ya de fefewi ama kokko akuafo enti na me da ha me danyame ase se enne ye de ade sede ko to wo mani ma omo timi ayama kokko akuafo no ona wo member of parliament nyankopon nhira o ona wo kwam se prempo beti se kokko akuafo no hia bibi no na wo so ye hia ni ba a wafa oyiya we bi mu da nti no wanti ana enne oma kokko akuafo ensaka de omo penyina ti nyankopon nhira omo nyina
yo enti honorable Abel Anoche ena mote no nka no na efjase mensini nyina kokko officer ene wura Patrick Asare Mensa onu so no gina na mu eje niema no se nani asopa de maame intim yagewa ene wopani kwame ose prempe wonom ababe no eniema no de nukureni wo saka na de bia so mo de na eboa wo madwan no wo de be
anwade a honorable MP Adelaide intim ene former MP ose prempe aye no anwade sonko me adwuma within 5 political districts ebi nsi wo baabia se MP a oti adwa so ene MP we free so beka mo abom no ma ye kokko akuafo ado yesi de ma ye abeboa ama production akoso because many nyina no aban boa de nroba but challenge I face as district officers no na ye mfidie ntimfidie abai am se be ma kokko akuani no ho heha no because obefa ska akohan machine no abeboa no because machine wonum dia ontua by day ka se osan akohan machine tebeboa ma production ayi akoso was Coco Bonus Babuadi no naba one said the Baya, almost waiting to be Mama Fidena, Aye Juma. A beam Coco Bonus or mechanics are almost no crack machines in. It's machines are based on mechanics so cry, they let me Aye Juma show.
Entina, I don't know, Ura Patrick Asare Mensa on Onisem in the
Ugusu awutie KaseÄ ewo Promise 102.7 NFA Promise Television ye to so ewo ensemfufuro mu Western Regional Minister wono ene atoya mantamu soafo ni munyafo Dr. Kwabena Ochirida Akomensa wone ne mafo nyina atwetwe nkomo abo wonum anohoba wahye se PTC interchanger ewo takrade no enche bia contractors ebesan ba wonchi na waba behye adwuma asem September bosomne da na eye finshia aduno 2020 mu hono no ena womde aso ekobo fom efi Kwame Nkrumah runabout water crade se womo eba beye interchange bi ewo honom na efi pepia no efie kuma ene miamia hodo nyina no womasi kwan no yo amanfo kwa womo ma na wode aso bo fom 2020 September no bosumi duachi ena womo hyase se womo eye kwan no eno kurampo embabunu ti wo ho gumonten so ema nkokora ne mrewa edi koja bobo wo muti ansa na kwan no wo ba be hyase ase aye na nka wo hwe animu se 2023 afie twa mu no ɛna nkɔde bibia bɛkɔ awie na so bɛpem ne wo ma bɔ contractor na bɔ wontimi ma kwan ne so ɛno ɛna soafo yi ekyire mu se enche bia obeba na ode bɛse na wɔtwe miensa aba bewie bibia ɛde ama wo mu
pipe no ehwekuma no them side na wa block nti osefatele yebe ye ono so aka roundabout ya ye wase no nti contractor le back go to my them side na me I feel like Zingo and I crack patient ba able to map from the street and that go straight to pipe no without passing through the mall nti ona da sisi ala contractor le baba be say one banda obacha the no dey food no so otutu bi ebi asay ebi ara sintanye safe nti osede otutu bi na won say otutu scaffold ni bi asay no mu dey scaffold no say bi asay bi onye safe nti say otutu na on create another on the young market system expect the best 3 weeks to go to maybe onko popi wonye mani kwanum what do you claim whether na ono what team ya won bread huntuma no doso e won dey brain ka kra bi ma ono wo dem side when ya huntuma no odoso do better dey dey in tamamo na
pani a woti ni nkan ayatoye mantamu soafo no munyafo Dr. Kwabena Okyiridaako Mensa
afa movement for change for no yewrala nkwadwo kyerematen afafantɔ wɔkyerɛ sɛ nyame yɛ adom a da kyerɛ dwumadi a ɛba so kyenkyenkye ewu kuma sɛ bɔnten so ano obia mra bi wɔn mo hyɛ afiri yi ha Krobea Asante na ni wɔn nante de atretre wɔn ma pom ɛfrɛ no afafantɔ mega victory walk na kyerɛ sɛ wɔn mo nante no na akyire nkonimdie de ama wɔn sɛ afi ora alankwadwo kyerematen alankash wɔn na ɛkɔ enintiala kyerematen na yɛ ni mo ho wobiara ni mo ala kyerematen ni alankash Let's say, no. Enti, Yami Adumo, so I shall no part no Sian one. Tetem. Tiki no na kubi, Ukmasi City Mall.
And Yanu Adolfo, the church of Munina, the family Alan John Kojuchamatin, founder and leader, Movement for Change. When we die, may turn Safre, Adolfo, I was Santimanti and the Ghana for 9 say, Madame Mumbo Michidom, na ye Benanti, Ateti Apom, war, Kumasi Abonti so, ye shall see. Ewo Kumasi Cultural Center Donsia nopa pepe na ya nantia me edi akodwie Kumasi Mall na we ne the great Afafanto mega victory walk mesre nuanum ni adofo se mbobo muchidom na kunimdie kase nam kwan so ba ewo apato na ye ba beto eye December usumi etwato no na onyame ebeto super guso na no movement for change Ghana will rise again. Medamasi.
Anti overall nkwadwo kyerematen na motin wenka nyame adum data afafantɔ mega victory walk
Edonkuma ba no dani ewo Ghana mrahebedwa fie wano anso ene mrahebedwa ne awogina ema dishe wo adwumako enyan esiam constituency ewo mfifi mantem wonu manyafo Dr. KaseƐ Atoforsen wose Ghana ni bie ne wonu ma wodwe Ghana dache ho a wobekwa akoto aba ede ama MPP amanyokuo no wose MPP betena akonwa so woma bobosia bo eti ama Ghana dache kurampo no ehihim amanyokuo bi oba besom no KaseƐ omawe nam na ama na KaseƐ ne kurampo na akoko ya adie tuntum ya na ehye KaseƐ mu kurampo na bi ni mu abetimi afefie KaseƐ mu srade nyina MPP fo atwetwe nti se mo pe dache papa bi ewo man mu dia NDC fo na betimi abesesa san KaseƐ ni nyina na wo masama ennam afifiri ho wo de sansemi tudwa ewo Okaikwe North ebra na woni party ne chitafo etwetwe nkomo ewo enkran pumpuni mantamu
Como podemos propor ministro de Pata? Primeiro, representação para o se a mídia agora o mani muito abaixo por o propósito de visa, não vai para o compromisso. Mas ninguém, representação fazer. Desde a MPP pass, eu quando a outra grana for a favor, sabe na hora a sua parte MPP. About ɛkwan a wɔde Ghana fo afa do sika a na ban edi ɔmo sɛn osoro de president Mahama ɔbɛyɛ Ghana ma mpɛyi a ɔbɛyɛ ma no kwan aba de bia no sisi ayi gawada man sika kyɛn esi pa a wɔde bɛyɛ project ne wei wɔti mɛnta ne wɔde tɛn ne wɔde akara wo bɛtɛ to sira wo wɔde sika ne ba wɔde Ghana fi na no sika bɛsi wɔde sika ne ba ɛyɛ Ghana nyinaa yɛ pass mo di no mo yi sɛ wɔn yi wɔn yi a wɔyɛ nse wɔsɛ ɛyɛ Ghana sika ɔmo ayɛ sika sɛ bi nyinaa wɔasɛ bibi akɔdo ɔmo ayɛ ti food asɛ healthcare asɛ environment asɛ esikasɛm asɛ ekanya asase na ɔmo ato afa abɛ asase na ɔto afa to the extent that hotel a ɔyɛ government of Ghana hotel wɔakɔyɛ meeting dɛ wɔn minister for ɔmfa.
Penny oti ninkai eye onumonyamfo atofo sen wona ye edomkuma ba no dani ewo Ghana emrahebedwafie okopie mu okaikwe north enkrapompuni mantemo ena wode sansemi ekoto dwa na adwubade kro no ase emrahebedwani owo mpesoa no so onumonyamfo Theresa Ladi awuni wono so editu dwa se bese finhia miensa ne fani a wobabetena konwa so no abona umode papa wo kirekire nema bi a waye ede ama wonum etise mo pento aso ene mukokoto aba montoma John Dramani Mahama ena afi wono no nsama ye mrahebedwani no nto ne nyuma pa wo hya ase no ase Eni awuti ye mrahebedwani member of parliament Edema Okaikwe North constituency wonimonyamfo Theresa Ladi awuni
yo na ye to so ansa fufuro mu no Promise 102.7 FM ena Promise TV and one dem wono na ansa fufuro mu na chese Dr. Penny ya woda St. Gregory Hospital no ebudumburam ene Matthias ayegre anaba no de atudwa se ena no da eye topa ye ya ye de kokohye sase no asiese ye pai mu ba bi ebudumburam emfifi mantemu chese kaso awiri ba kwante poso contractor wo ye kwan no na ka ho bi ema no chi se buwam kumnipa na afoforo be se aduanan so prepra ye na wo mdi bi kogugu hospital ni ade no on chese won ye de wo mo ba ho no de enukure ni sese nyankro padum St. Gregory Hospital nipa be se aduasanan won mo ho ye ya ye yi wo mo ekofi wo mdi bi nso so eto aso ekom ye ahodo a ene wo nso so ye de wo mo ekokogu ho so wo nye ayarehwe ani nyina mu no ene wo mo ka edi akira woni a wo mo efiri sa St. Gregory ho no se emra kakra bi ewo ho ye no documentation purpose bi a no no ebeboa ba ne nkrata asem ni ade wo mehe no mo fo mo san hyehyɛ hyase se be ya da achi bi no bibi ni kura no obitumi enyemu emfaso anase bi a empata bi a wo mo nsa ebetumi aka na ni kyekire mu a Dr. Matthias ayigre anaba edema
The number increased from 42 to 47. The best say remain 3, and those who referred, there are 4, as we reported yesterday. And we followed up, and the one who was in a very critical situation, and Asante is also responding to treatment. So currently, they are only with 13 who are undergoing treatment, and they are responding very well, including a 7 months baby. So far, situations are calm this morning, and we are hoping, everything will get over. And the police have asked that every blessed victim to come and take the police form and fill for documentation. So as it stands now, that is the situation.
Dr. Matthias, I agree, Anaba.
Ye toso ewa enwumasua ensemu vice presidential candidate when yetua pemu edema NPP amanyoko no tu franka abedi akire Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh waka asisu dua se oman bi opesa ne fapem egina yie na oman ni tumpon ekọ nanim no agese oma enwumasua ho ehia no wo kire mu a wo se emofra dodo na efri efie bia na se wo mo pese okọ ekọ wanim ewa brabo mu enwumasua ena otimi ede ekọ saa ekọ no wode sansemi etudwa ebra wode nanu disem ekotudwa wosimpie so ewo United States of America ene ya ena sansemi todwa University of Memphis eho na wode sa nanu disem kotudwa wo kire se omai bia so ampunto da na komapono so no wo manani ku enwumasua ho.
I'm delighted to address you generally on the gains we've made in the education sector with emphasis on implementing national policy for educational access and equity. This speaks to my heart in a very personal way. I believe ardently that I'm sure most of you do, that education is the key foundation of a progressive, productive country, and it's essential for economic development, socio-economic development. Personally, growing up in the inner city, where Asante lives, I saw many children from modest homes who were able to realize their educational aspirations, achieving transformational outcomes only through education. Indeed, global studies have shown that there are significant returns made for every year of education that investment is made into whether the products of such education are ultimately employed in the public or private sector. It is said that the shortest route between prosperity and poverty is the educational ladder. A nation that does not prioritize education and plan for its certain outcomes definitely planning to fail. Particularly for us in developing countries, education serves as a powerful tool for social upward mobility, enabling individuals to lead from deprivation to prosperity. As they say, it is brains, not natural resources, that build a nation. Many countries with limited or no natural resources but strong investments in education have seen remarkable development by creating opportunities for everyone.
Na Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh eto aso ekirekire niam ahodo bia kane mampani John Ajeku Nkofuo ene ne MPP aban ena afe ene mampani a wote so na nado danko akufo ado wonom ede agu akwan mu ne hyehye pa aboa ma ne Ghana ni bia etiminya enwumasua mapa wo sesebe no wone a eni bie a wohia bubura dokuru wo mu kurampo no hyehye pa MPP amanyokuo betena kwanwa so a woyentie no wo bia nya kwanya eje enwumasua.
And he came to meet a situation where kids were not going to school. When they went, they were not staying. He introduced early grade education in school into our formal education for years 4 and 5. He introduced what he called capitation grant to take care of basic needs of every school, so that it was early grade. And he introduced school feeding into our early basic education to ensure that whether from a poor background or from a rich background, at least the child will have one nutritious meal a day. No wonder 3 years into the program, we'll achieve gender parity and almost 100% enrollment in school. The third administration that came with us was there for 8 years, reneged on their commitment to basic education. And by 2015, when Ghanaians or Ghanaian pupils were assessed by early grade reading and writing, which is EGMA and EGRA, we are falling on the quality level that only 2% of our primary 2 pupils could read and write. Was bad. For those who had the privilege of going to secondary school, For every 100 that entered, 22 never finished. They just had to drop out because of the numerous 40 different items that we had to pay for.
Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe oye frankatufo abedi chire edema NPP amanyokuo no.
Afei ayi ukwapoye mantemu a Dr. Foster Amponsa menu ene ye clinical director o senior surgeon e chese woni oya pressure no ono na ye panipa eho ade ba ko so abrebre ni ase ni wehunu eye nufo mu kokora breast cancer wo kire se ha wo manfo pa patemo na omuhia afidie ya wo duru se bia pressure no mo ya wo mo de ebeye eno no koto asere se ni manimu ya panifo emekwa wo moa eno no de to nchen ekirim se ebasa breast cancer awareness ya nkofo chese ye bode wuro di a kire se obi ama nani nko se be ne nufo se nka ma fie wa hen na nkwa to no bo ase Krobea hwema me miama me hwe se bi aba bi adamu a wose ho miwi a mehwe njina chese wo hu na nka ma hwe miamia no fo na nka ma hu se bi a aba bi badwa bi aba bedam dem sara me kwa am se kacha konta se bi a se na tie so hunu na nka na noa no eno no wo chese manfo mo mani kwa sa de no ho pa na aboa content mi nye nti na chese Dr. Foster mankwa manu nchechire mu ode man wo si hia pa nti no
ya ne se wo mu a ekum omu no dodo na ye nkwara omunyi ye bebre 30 years 40 years na ekum omu as against outside a obekọ na ekum merewa no ahanom se di omu a ekum omu no dodo na esusua ne ye betumi aye ede aboa saa kun a ye kun ne se niema ye de hwehwem se obi enyanofo mu kokrama na se we yemfa se mammogram ye bebo ye ho modern se ayaresa bia bia betumi anya bi eye chemotherapy nura ye de ma ni radiotherapy at least a regime bia timenya bia epepoa ena se ye fa se breast screening ya ye fa ne breast screening se wo kwa akohwe wo nofo ma hwe se nsakira ye bia bemu a yetumi ye ni free a enka amanfo bebo
Dr. Foster amankwa menu ena mutene nka na epoye mantemu pani eda Kuku Health Extension Division wano ene Abdul Majid Mumuni ene wo kire se breast cancer kra no so bi nya bia ya na ase ukoya operation ni bo den ohu nti odi obekoto asre pa bekoto asre se nka yade bia tetete sa no aye huhu no ene mom bo mra fom na kwabra ni nya bia otimi atu na montentem akwa hospital empokro hu popo ya wana mutuori ba ntemu a betumi asa no yade ntem
because o hwe adanse a ne ayare ni bia nya na odi ye fa se woko hospital e ka wo bona enu ntina yes sa ayare we no enye nipa baako yare na em se odi tuga yenso ye bema cocoa board mpanyimfo nso ate se okwan bia ye befa so na enipa sa ayare we bi no ache wo no yebema wo ma benyen sana sempua no yenyina no yebetime de aboa na se wo mko hospital wo mko ayaresa bia wo mso wo benhan wo mo
Abdul Majid Mumuni ena motin wenka no ono na Kuku Health Extension Division Officer ya wo epoye mantemu
so ono se ona ade ne ba ha Abdul ye to KaseƐ bono enso na ye de di kiremu ewo ahafo ano Southwest Mansini no emom District Assembly ya ewo ahafo ano Southwest Asante mantemu wo mo ene International Water Management Institute a eye kuo bia ensha banyanse aka bomu a wo ba beduadua emme ewo mpatam wonom natimi aboa ma ensase agadamse efomagudie to enfamra kwan so asese ensase nsuo ne akwaye no ase ni nyina no asan aba ne nademu na dwumadie botaye nyina ne se wo ba beduadua saa emmei ene enuaba bi ewo honom se de be ahodi nura gadamse ni tuo no asai ensase no wo monsa atimi asan aka ewom ebra wo paw dwumadie no ho entema ewo kunsu no Dr. Gerald Atempogere wo ye researcher ewo International Water Management Institute wo na echiremu se woni ewo tumi krata wo de etu fomagudie no wo momodi bia se obetimi etu fomagudie no kwa apaso na nkwankọ sese ensase
ye pese ye kire se omoye mine ni wia asase no usually enye wasteland ye betimi aye bibi wo so ebetimi ama asase na sanya na ho dem bio. So your friend be phytoremediation, where you try to reclaim the land using organic and organic manure, trees that absorb the heavy metals, and a host of activities to make sure that asasino enya nintuma pa enya hoden ana e wa ansa na omo reclamation. So we want to encourage people. The person encourage amanfo say the be ya omo de omo bejim we wu hia NGO so ra beboa. We na 1 acre of post mine land and one say wow yama won chire na wa ye den wa ye wa de na wo wa befu. So ye bota ye wo a pe say ye dedi no ene say post mine land ye betimi aye reclaim post mine land yen se de hia ahokade bebre ansa na yatimi aye. So that's our main aim.
Dr. Gerard Atempogere wano ene ye researcher o di akotene e wo hwehwemu edema International Water Management Institute na nsem no achi no ena onimonyafo Joseph Frimpong Bonsu abankra Japan o ahafo no South West Mansini no emu wode abasobo kese pan ema International Water Management fo no se wonom ede san hyehyeye aba na ade srede a wode to nananom ene mpanifo nyina anim ene se won time wo machi se de be ya woni a etu fo magudie no wobetimi asan ahwe ama asase no asini na demu
International Water Management Institute. We had made a bit of Kusan, maybe 2 pass, or say in the Boama said made any Tikoso. So, Bia, or my mania, my criminal, and what you do, Duame, and I come as here. Which I say, I dear money because they to me criminal and I between the end of my be. It was a man I come at you too. Now, I best for so much. Some may have never handed in Ruba Bobby. So the history, a ma, a quafa can sort of benefit a free side medi. Which I say was a minus no, no more a trashy. Now here be a community money where the mining no to share on Catalina, so my own Catasua, Fisa bit was at the full ama Dwedian set my bomb my money because the mayor of Madrid, we have some side beans after Sasa seeing us, listening us with my bomb, Dwedia, Mudinate my bomb.
Eni awuti ye eye onmonyafo Joseph Frimpong wa ya baikra chipeni ewa ahafo no South West Mansini no emu na ne krokromo ana engineer Alexander Kello ahafo no South West District Work Engineer wodi bi episo
omaso yasene na so mo boya mesra aban se aban so enye mo no ntimi so na galam say issues ya atiate say ya nkrofo ka ho asem ne ade no all stakeholders including all political leaders, all political stakeholders, all nananum and sasine yo modiano. Me gidi ye say galamse ne yebetima to asia ye nananum because him say ebu aye wo man ye nananum no eso say politics betu nananum nkonya.
Enia wuti ye eye engineer Alex Kello ye ko ahomane so na ye kwa kodi enkomo said ye na wachi bia ye de Bible adesua ebremo no ene ye ko na kwa akotoa healing and faith 2 of the gifts of the spirit we eye honhum mu achede ya onyankropon ededum nipa ye hyase di ho nkomo ye bekọ na ye ne sofopania wada Encounter Glorious Prayer Arena ano wasanso eye head of Christian Radio ewo Promise Broadcasting Limited Apostle Kofinti the General na watoa enkyerechire ne so papa majoy ye beda se anwumire papa ene wo bre na enhyehye a ya hyase ana ye ho da ubo ene enkyerechire no healing and faith ma ye ntoa so
yo MSK yada nyamiase gidie die obi agi Kristo dia onya gidie e Kristo mu se ade bia na obeka ne Kristo beje na obi so no aboa no nanso ye ho konkono chede a eye gidie o hyeda de ma onipa sebe ya enipa no ade bia na obeka no osoro som MSK no say ya pama beto onipa ene onyankopon tem ebere onyame de sa achede na ye fe ni gidie sei onyame ede ma no obia wo gidie then so MSK ye wonkofo bi omu gidie na onyame de ma wo mo no asem bia ro be ka bia na nyame pupu ni ji wo na o kasa so a utimi hu se sa achede na onyame de ama no eye nyuma bebre enti no ye wo enso so ye de gidie ye gidie onyame de ma obia and you will be a doma chedia with a mega mano. Or class some say a near Quackosha, the colonel, the next paper. Said the Oname and Hulu Good Mono. Then the Gidia Hong Kong Chedia or the Mo Nipa. Now Chedia be on a medimo Nipa Diano, or the Master be a Dominipa, a Gidia where the Mono, a bit in the city. And ya why you are a sad doma chedia with Yanko Ponso, I said that Diamo would be. Ubi a bit of Bompala, my Yaresa, Ubi and Yaresa. Then she was one Hong Kong. Ade ayaresan kasa achede ede amano ono susu bie na no so kasa yare ne se ye mo demu yare se ye ntimu yare e wo se sa yade ni firi hoko enti basically ye obi a wo kasa e bom pa ye mo obi ti pa ye beko na so we mu de a special one a nkonko de ma no so obi ti reach mu se obi anya yare se fibre so obi anya yare bia eni panti ase ni panzunu mu no and can you see say enye Dr. Krobea Asante yare we die ma ye bi enye adwuma na so wo ma hon konkron de sa achede de ma no o kasa osurusum enti gidie ene ayare sa achede ye kwan sonko a hon konkron de manipa na nam so ma eye ni nyam hye e ma Kristo.
Hello. Oh. Ahomana tiatom kafra yehwe yebomodi bia se yebetimi asan ene the general Apostle Kofinti edi enkomo na yatoa enkomo twetwe no eso
obeba sisi a papa besan ba sanse eye enchirichiri bia ihia pa ihia na wose yatoa so na so we ye na ye ni tua sese network no enya sam kitu enye papa kra Maame fa we ntwimu na ye kwa amano ne wo ho na ko
baba papa kafra ahoma ne tito kafra
yo endi MSK said na me kan nti achede sonko onkonko na de ma na achede ni nyina mu no onkonko de ma sabe ya edi mpeja ebebre onyame ani munyam ena tu ebeboa asafo no enti ni so obi yare wa asafo mu a wo se ayarefa doma chede ni ye adwuma na mani pa no enye gidie wo awade mu because MSK be yan wan se obi doko Kristo mu na ya se yare wo ne ko ba ne se ye bompa ye na Yesu fre awade ni nyame adoma chede ya ayarefa ni ntimi ye adwuma wo Kristo mu a na me dire se ya ye se bi ni mtiabu kakra enti onyankopon won konkron de sa chede ni manema se be ya edigidi ebeba na gidie no susu ye kwan sonko a onipa okuta gidie adoma chede no okasa osurusum na onyame susane ntem so eba bebuwa se nipa kro
jo papa yebeda se papa
na me MSK
Apostle Kofinti wano ena eda Christian Radio no ewo Promise Broadcasting Limited wasanso yasofu penia wada Encounter Glorious Prayer Arena ano yebegire no so ne atwe hu sima agenkrato ye ba yebekọ amanone
Promise Radio nyame na aka
Enkwafo ma so afia ne enchire mu ewo Somalia na maneba abeka yensa free Somalia ene se topa bi akasa ma mekasa yi enipa be se nso ato anano mo nse do abofro nsia ena prepra anu odin pa na de akwafa we nyina nso so de aba ene se mugadi shukropon mu no aposifo bom pempe asojafo bom pempe hunya ne se dimaya o nti oni akwa ato anano wonse do no aposifo ne asojafo nyina eka ho ansa na ato eduru timamfo no eso oni oprepra no odin no ye do makwa akogu ayasabia ya sabira dokotafo nyina so ntenten na esu se akida etutrafo na ye de ebehye wo mo se we no omni ashababfo eka bo mu na afei wo mo etu sa na mo no a omagini pa nkwa e de firi wonsemo
Ye to so na Israel ene Hamas enyasem ketwa senior Hamas official we pani bakwa odi akotene e wo Hamas honom empanimfo abo amane se wone ni pani yaya sinwo wonom afrimu watina nanom e wonse do e wo bra Israel fo nom wo musai ekon e wo Gaza empepre no eso na pani na okọ akọkọ e de age Palestine fo e na odi ekohia ne kofiri kwamu ewuo sabre kro na nso so Abdul Ruman wono so enya infinhia edu na eye Shaban Al Dalu ni nua wono so prepre mu odin a wono so ede ati nananom e wonse do ebra Israel fo ensusai kon e wo mu so a ene wo bie tuo edugo mu so e wo Gaza empepre no so honom sabiri wo kabom a wo papa ahwere ne mamienu e wo sa ekun ya e koso a akwakoyese sumina suja eduma na asan sore nyasem ketwa no odin papa
Yan fancy na yan sori yan kwagusua ha promise 102.7 FM nyumre de Korea na say mu ma yan esibu ama obapa princess anso na nana pokua na Jimmy Cliff omina boy na chi edom aboafo pinso eka ho control room fo nyina yeda mo ase asofo Krobea Asante menu aba
Maame Frimpomaa Korankye MFK for short yadam nyina say amamomo ani hwe
Promise News.
Promise Radio. Promise Radio. Run the stone.